BANCC is Building and Nurturing Communities of Color. It's a CDC, which is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, national program, and we provide technical assistance and capacity building assistance, which is CBA, to community-based organizations and aid service organizations throughout the United States as it relates to HIV prevention, treatment, and care services.
And so basically what we do is we go out across the country and we work with organizations to help enhance their organizational infrastructure and program sustainability. For example, that might include things like strategic planning, board development, cultural competence, public health strategies, working with their HIV testing programs, condom distribution. We help them to not only design their programs, but to assess the effectiveness of their program from more of a programmatic perspective.
Obstacles that community-based organizations may face. Some community-based organizations are not linked with clinicians, are not linked with local health departments, and so we provide technical assistance on how they can stay relevant, in the know with the latest strategies.
We also train in intervention, which is individual level intervention, which is called ARTIST, which is antiretroviral treatment and access to services, which is an intervention for newly diagnosed HIV positive men and women to actually get linked to medical care. So what we do is we train community-based organizations, making sure that they actually have all the components from the core elements and the key characteristics. And also as it relates to high-impact HIV prevention and the National HIV/AIDS strategy, we want to make sure that the organizations are in alignment with the new HIV/AIDS strategy and the CDC's high-impact HIV prevention guidelines.
It's one thing to say, well, you know, here's our mission, our vision, our goals. We've got some funding to assist us in providing services in the community. But it's a whole nother thing to be able to say we are truly effective. And so capacity building provides an opportunity for an organization to receive what they need to be effective. And so, for example, our capacity building assistance team can go out to an organization and help to enhance what they're currently doing. We don't go and say, well, we're going to do your program for you. We go and we say, how can we help to make it better? Building and nurturing communities of color find it very important to connect with leadership within organizations. Those are the individuals that make decisions for their organizations. And so a lot of what we do is to find ways to support executive directors, chief executive officers, chief financial officers, program directors, program managers. And so we really try to make sure that we put together things that are going to help them and aid them in being effective leaders within their organizations. For the National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, some topics that we've included have been HIV/AIDS amongst older adults, HIV/AIDS among African American women, Latino women, and girls. This year we're going to be focusing on HIV/AIDS among youth. The first year that we kicked off the Sex Factor, the topic that we focused on was African American young gay and bisexual men and HIV/AIDS. Basically what we do is each year we find a target population that we really feel needs to be highlighted and talk more in depth about the epidemic.
I think the HELP and Southside Help Center represents the hope that we can provide to our community. I think that the hope is something that people are in dire need of. That hope that we provided, or that Southside Help Center provides in the Roseland community, can now be transferred on a national level to the community-based organizations that the BANCC project services.